Is the world on the verge of World War III? A scholarly yet hard-to-stop smiling analysis. One morning, you wake up, grab your phone, and the headline screams at you. World War III has officially begun. How would you react? Shock? Panic? Or just sigh, open Google, and type, "Will World War III cut off the internet?" Because, let's be honest, for many people, losing Wi-Fi feels scarier than losing life itself. But let's pause the melodrama, pour ourselves a cup of coffee, and walk into this analysis serious enough to sound academic, yet cheeky enough to make you chuckle as we ask, is humanity really marching toward the abyss of a third world war? Or are we just binge-watching another season of an overlong political drama longer than One Piece? First, some fairness to history. We've already had 2 world wars. The first erupted because a bunch of European royals got grumpy and dragged the entire planet into their family feud. The second, because one guy in Germany decided the world was too small and needed rearranging. Together, they cost humanity tens of millions of lives, plus a mountain of bitter lessons about greed, power, and how peace treaties often serve as very expensive napkins. So when we mention World War III, people tremble, but they're also a bit curious. Like, if it really happens, what will humans use to destroy each other this time? Nukes? Lab-made viruses? Or will AI get annoyed, declare humans too messy, and smash the reset button? Unlike the 20th century, today we live in a ridiculously interconnected world. One Elon Musk tweet can tank stock markets. A random TikTok of a cat dancing can spark a global dance pandemic. And an oil barrel sneezing in the Middle East makes gas prices spike in Vietnam. Meaning, if a global war broke out today, it wouldn't just be guns and bombs. It would be a chain reaction across economics, media, and tech. A terrifying cocktail, yes, but also so bizarre that Netflix wouldn't dare adapt it, because fiction would look boring compared to reality. Now, let's scan the geopolitical map. In Eastern Europe, Ukraine and Russia are locked in a war the media politely calls a conflict. In truth, it's a mini world war, complete with tanks, drones, and speeches filled with righteous fury. Some fear NATO and Russia might collide directly, lighting the fuse for World War III. But hold on, both sides may shoot, but they tiptoe carefully around nuclear weapons. Because even the most aggressive leaders understand that once the red button is pressed, this game has no prize, only a giant game over screen. Farther east, the Taiwan Strait simmers hotter than a barbecue grill in July. China wants reunification. The U.S. insists on protecting democracy, while Japan and South Korea simply live too close to sit this one out. It's like a giant chessboard, except every piece has millions of humans standing behind it. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, a region where peace appears occasionally, like a rare solar eclipse, the tensions among Israel, Palestine, Iran, and Saudi Arabia resemble a spicy hot pot. Steaming, fiery, and impossible to put down. So, does all this inevitably lead to World War III? Possibly. But here's the paradoxical twist: globalization. No superpower truly wants a full-scale war, because war wrecks the massive ATM machine they're all cashing from. Imagine if the US and China went to war. Who would Apple sell iPhones to? And who would China sell TikTok to? Honestly, it's easier to imagine nuclear strikes than a world without iPhones and TikTok filters. Humanity might collapse not from bombs, but from losing beauty filters and trending dances. Another reason why World War III is oddly unlikely. Weapons are too powerful. Sounds backward, but it's true. Nuclear deterrence has turned modern arsenals into cosplay props, great for flexing, terrifying to display, but suicidal to actually use. Hence, most modern wars stop at proxy wars, trade wars, and cyber wars, where hackers crash systems, steal data, or simply replace a country's flag with a giant cat meme. Of course, humans are unpredictable creatures. If history has taught us anything, it's this. All it takes is one angry leader, one bullet in the wrong place, or one oil deal going south, and every academic prediction becomes toilet paper. World War I started because one archduke got assassinated. Who's to say World War III won't start with a misinterpreted tweet? So, what's the answer? Is World War III coming or not? Honestly, maybe yes, maybe no. That sounds like a lazy multiple-choice answer, both A and B, but it's reality. Humanity has advanced. We've got the UN, global trade, and social media where nations fight each other with hashtags instead of missiles. But humanity is also still selfish, hot-headed, and as irrational as a football fan watching a referee blow the whistle unfairly. Final conclusion. The world may never fall into World War III, but it will certainly keep replaying endless international dramas. Superpowers will argue, small nations will worry, and ordinary people will quietly focus on surviving as long as the internet stays on and coffee prices don't explode. World War III might never ignite, but every day we get free trailers of it. No Netflix subscription required. Just open the news and scroll.